Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to Disco Elysium. So let's resume where we left off last time. We were talking with this lady. Maybe we'll talk later. Said a few things there. So today we gotta talk with these guys, and then we gotta try again to kinda take off the body from the tree. It's a ball that is spitting it, reeking of tobacco. Okay, there's something there. We can look from outside or from inside. Okay, that's weird. I thought it was on this side of the wall. Photos of men in overalls toting guns and Union placards. Why are we looking at it from the backside? I mean, the photos seem to be here. That was weird. The only person that we can talk with is this guy.
This is where you say your bit.
New task, interrogate the vigilantes. Okay, this is where you say your bit. A broad-shouldered man points at you with a beer can. Okay, and kind of like pushes us out.
Detective.
Continue. The lieutenant acknowledges you with a sharp note. He's leaving it to you. Okay, you're scared, huh? Let's see what the task says. Interrogate the vigilantes. You need to interrogate the men in the Union booth, find out what they know about the hanging in Martinez. Makes sense. Uh, don't say anything yet. First, we need to talk about your attitude. We need to talk about the man hanged out back. First, we need to talk about your attitude.
Wow. The RCM sent us some big dick cops.
Okay.
Real big dick cops. Look at them. Reckless. Swinging in the wind.
Okay, that's an interesting accent to say that. Real big. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, look at the big dick on that cop. Can't tell a dick that big what to do.
Uh-huh.
Must be something in the water in Jamrock.
Yeah, gave 'em real nice big dicks.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways,
Anyways.
he wraps it up.
You might want to start asking your questions now. It's not going to get better than this.
Scan the room. No. He points at himself. I see here. You got business with me, boy. With my boys, you got business with me. Okay. He understood what you were doing, taking inventory of them. Yeah. Fuck with the Hardy boys. You fuck with the Titus Hardy. Shouts this scrawny, red-faced man, two teeth missing in the front. Okay, probably this one. Yeah, this one. Relax, Dennis. No one is fucking you yet, says the 40-something man from the corner with a plectrum hanging from his neck. Okay, this one. Yeah, Dennis, calm down. A blonde man in his 30s agrees. No one's is doing that, you stupid. Okay, this guy. Let Dennis enjoy his thing, man. We don't mind. You notice gang tattoos. The man must be either a Mesk or Saramirizian. Okay, this guy, I guess. Yeah, and the fat guy in the middle lets out a little chuckle. You're not even being... okay, Dennis. Easy, fellas, we got company. Titus puts an end to it. Let's see what brings the cop around. Too late. You already scanned the room. You got a pretty good picture. Yep. Picture what? Of the actors here. You could take another look at the tracks in the mud on the crime scene, compare it to these guys. True. I didn't think about that. We can actually do that. Okay, let's see. The man hanged in the backyard. Did you do it? So you're not just here to swing your thing. You're here for the pretty boy. A real look at that one. He shakes his head. Stings like shit too. They couldn't get him down, boss. He's still up there, stinking up the place. The small guy smirks. Funny, the lieutenant says without a smile, but my partner and I have a serious matter to discuss with you. You're involved, somehow. I just don't have proof yet. Well, he picks up his beer can. Maybe you should just fuck off then. Task updated. Okay, don't worry, the lieutenant catches Tito's glance. We're resourceful. We'll find a good topic for us to discuss. And guess what? I come up on something incriminating. Really? Did we? Okay. Incriminating. No, that's a big boy word. He puts his beer can down. Oh, yeah, we don't have proof, so like, yeah. I'm gonna take off for now. Yeah, we don't have much yet against them. Okay, we gotta look at him, like, do that. Return to the Hardy Boys with more evidence. Try talking to their boss or examining either the tracks in the crime scene or the belt around the victim's neck. Okay, so it's actually telling us what to check. Interesting. You see hawthorn bushes outside. Okay. Cafeteria window. Behind the dock workers, a ceiling height window. The hawthorn branches scrape the glass like bony fingers. You can squint, or we have an heroic perception size. Look out the window. It's not time yet. It's not time yet. Okay, maybe like once in the evening or something. Well, squint. There's a little slide panel up there to let some air in. No need to open it in spring. It's still too cold outside. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that with a 3%. Okay, so that was about it for these guys. Let's go out and see what we can do about the body and the trucks now, since they told us to do that too. Let's see. That would be this way, right? Oh, there is somebody up there. That wasn't there before. That's the roof of the place. And that's the lady that we talked with in the first day. Okay, so let's see the trucks if they have something new. Okay. Several visual calculus, get an exact count. Counted the Hardy Boys. Okay, that's an 83%. Come on. Let's do it. White check. Success. Footprints, 8 pairs. Okay. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud. Where else have we seen a gang of men in work boots? That's right, the Hardy Boys in the mess hall of whirling in rags. Okay, so we're counting the number, and that's kind of like the... What is this thing? What is this? Like the way that they went with? Or something? Go over them one by one. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46, just like Titus was wearing in his boot. This is the big thing, Titus Hardy, the one with the ball cap on his head. Interesting. Is it? They didn't even bother to change boots. Putting them on the scene is easy, maybe even too easy. Okay, continue counting. Number 2 is standard work boot still in force. Number 44, either the blonde muscular guy Glenn or the young guy with a plectrum around his neck. Then 3 is hobnailed work boot, still reinforced. Number 43, the inked banger perhaps. Number 4 is standard work boot. Number 45 or 46, Theo the old smoker. You think you even see a tiny fleck of cigarette ash inside the print? What else? Number 5. Another standard work boot, reinforced toes, number 44. Same as before, either the musician Eugene or the muscle-bound blonde Glenn. Number 6, this one, okay. Light as hair, same make of boot, but number 41. Small like a rat, shanky, okay. Oh, the rat face one. Should have gotten this earlier. Better late than never, detective. The whole world is dark and the tracks burn in it with strange beauty. Count the rest. Okay, number 7, the glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. The imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. Fat Angus carrying something? Well, it's probably the fat guy carrying the body, if I had to guess. And the last one? Oh, we gained experience. Another standard work boot, number 44. There is an aberration in the pattern of the sole. The right sole is smoother, more worn. Curious, a missing 8 Hardy Boy. So somebody that is not in the group? That's interesting. 7 sets of tracks, right? The lieutenant has been tracking your eyes' movement. The Hardy Boys were here. 8 actually. That's so? Interesting. Then one of them seems to be missing. Anything else out of the ordinary? Note to self, this would be a good question to ask Titus. Where is the 8th man? True. Point. Light step number 41. Shoe. Heavy one. Anything else out of the ordinary? Well, this one. Interesting. Let's name it the Odd Soul. I wouldn't be surprised if this was the missing Hardy Boy. I wonder who he is. Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant? Someone operating a workbench with a pedal. Like a joiner at the harbor. It thinks for a second. Maybe a drummer. So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer. No, it's not. Forget I said it. We're not looking for a drummer. Perhaps it could be a driver. He raises his index finger. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. Not toughery. I was actually thinking the same thing. Interesting if only I had come up with that idea. Interesting. If only I come up with that idea. Yeah, I wasn't thinking about it. It doesn't seem to hear you. Looking south towards the traffic jam instead. No, the machines are silent. The engines are all turned off. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam, see whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no? Uh, yes, prudent. The lieutenant writes the information down in his notebook, then reverts to the tracks in the mud. Let's that. Number 41 shoe. Guessing that's the skinny hardy boy, the one with his front teeth missing. You mean the rat-faced one? Yes, well, the lieutenant thinks for a moment. He did look a bit like a rat, you're right. Do you think those prints belong to him? Yes. I can still be wrong, but I'm probably not. A heavy one, 200 kilograms imprint. 200. I think for a moment. This could be the combined weight of two people, one carrying the other who's tied up. Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built armored man. Maybe it was the fat hardy boy, the one sitting in the middle. He might be right. 200 kilograms of lifting weight is unlikely. Or living weight is unlikely, true. Was carrying the victim. Maybe it was a giant. It could have been one extremely obese person. This one probably. Possibly, yes. The lieutenant marked something down in his notebook. But why? You're thinking, why did they have to carry him? Exactly. Yes, they could have used a makeshift stretcher or just marched him up to the gallows. Maybe the victim refused to walk to his own lynching. Maybe the victim was unconscious. Our reading of those prints could be wrong. Maybe the victim was unconscious. Even easier to carry on a stretcher or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see? Okay, then maybe he was fighting. Okay, let me try to say the other one. Um, okay, you're thinking this, and refused to walk to his own lynching. You have a point there. He clicks his pen, thinking for a moment. Anyway, it's something to consider. What else can you see? How old do you think these tracks are? A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller who reported the hanging. It's not impossible. How do you know? Upon last week's forecast for coastal River Shoal, 7 days below freezing, the day before the day of his hanging was the last warm day. Correct again, sub-zero temperatures will preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago. What do you think happened here? What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. 5 XP gained. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appeared to be a lynching. Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree. So far, so good. Only one thing's missing. He looks at the tracks, face lighting up from the realization. Of course, there were 8 tracks, but there are only 7 Hardy Boys. I know. 8 tracks, 7 Hardy Boys. Which one is missing, do you think? He quickly adds. I'm going to say it was our odd soul. Yes, so the odd soul was present at the lynching but isn't in the mess hall right now. Yes, he corrects his glasses. I doubt the Hardys are going to tell us who this person is. For now, it's best if you just keep our eyes open. I'm sure our investigation will eventually lead us to the odd soul. Okay, we've been through all of it. That was interesting. We got a lot of new info regarding that. We could come back there and see what they say about it. But first, before that, I guess I want to see if we can do something with the body now. Also, do you have anything new to say?
Yes.
No. Well, I mean, there is this, but nah. Okay. So we have this. Endurance is still legendary. Oh. Oh, but it's very high. Okay. Okay, so it's +6 you're compressed and +1 you've waited long enough. So it didn't really mean the, anything for me to raise the endurance. It was probably really high already. Okay. Let's check the body then. 97%. Yeah, I better not fail that. As you breathe in, the other comes over you. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to bring itself empty. With your hands at your sides and your eyes squinting, you stand in it. It's a puzzle. What's hanging in front of you is a puzzle of the human flesh, tattoos, and tendons. Do they always do that? They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here. Makes sense. Step closer. Task updated. Okay, so finally we managed to do that. The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength. So it's a cargo belt. Okay. Expect the boots, the belt, the tattoos, look him in the eyes, squint and take a step back. So how do we get him down? That's probably the last one. And they want us to inspect that, but also the boots. The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them. Success. Delicate and fragile, they feel alien to the world around you, out of place somehow. These are clearly not boots, they're armor, possibly part of a larger set. Okay. Um, these aren't just boots, are they? This is the armor he was stripped of. Indeed, with his notebook under his arm, the lieutenant crouches to inspect the soles. Technically speaking, these are sabatons, not boots. Oh, the lieutenant uses a Mnemotechnique 6. That's not just any notebook, it's a classic. Okay. Forget about the notebook. Tell me about the armor. Uh, okay. It's clearly some manner of super armor, or future armor, super future armor. It's useless. What kind of armor is it exactly? Ceramic plate, zirconium dioxide most likely. This is where the make would be. Where? Under the heel, fair weather. He turns the boot slightly. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's Vitru's enamel. This is advanced stuff. Okay. The material looks out of place here. Knock on the boot. Pull the boot off. What is the rest of it? In knots, piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't. Okay, new task. Where is the rest of the armor? That's interesting. Probably at the pawn shop, if I had to guess. We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. He nods towards Kuno, who's eyeing you suspiciously. This is one thing you might actually know. True. Maybe it's just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. Iron? Other XP. Okay. No, I think he had something precious underneath the clothes. They had to remove the jeans and shirt we found to get it, and the kind of armor is often worn under fabrics. Nice, that makes sense. What if they told him to strip before they hung him? To demean him? Could have been walking around naked, just like, just like this, bro. We know. Nah. What if they told him? They usually hang them completely naked for that. Okay, that's an insult. I know that. The Mazda, the best merit is, and the like. This one still has his underpants. Okay. I'm fucking talking about underpants. Clearly, Kuno would like to interject something here, but there's not enough for him to hold on. Okay. The material looks out of place here. It is. It's expensive. The lieutenant draws a line in the condensation on the ceramic with his index finger. We requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabulary deemed it too costly. In that time, we lost 6 men to semi-automatics. Alright. How much are we talking about? For a full set, about 4 years of wages. Holy shit. Okay. For the northwest region of Revachol, an officer's average yearly income is 5,500 rial, unadjusted for rank. Wait, my yearly pay is 5,500 rial? Not too much, yes. I need to ask some more and hate less. Sunspewing in a war can pay my old hostel bill. True. It's a sorry situation, I agree. Okay. How could this man afford such expensive hardware? That's for us to find out. He checks his notes. Mr. Garte implied he was security personnel for the harbor company. This confirms my own assumptions. Okay, initial reports. This looked pretty advanced for a security guard. I mean, to be honest, this looked pretty advanced for a security guard. I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford. Okay. Knock on the boot. A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. The pry bar in your hand is itching for some action. Swing the pry bar at the boot? Do we really want to do that? I don't know. I mean, what would be the point of that? I mean, okay, we don't know until we try. The metal connects with the same ding. The sound does not appear to get louder. The only difference is barely audible click underneath. Sound like the end of a long dice roll. The lieutenant cups his head. Did you hear that? A click? Yes, like dice rolling. This is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads the incoming energy horizontally from plate to plate. When the plates connect, there is a click. That's the sound you heard. He points to the toe. See these lines? Okay. Faint organic lines cover the plates where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates until there are hundreds of them altogether, like whorls of floorboards. The design looks organic, influenced by highly resistant wood materials like lignum vitae and ebony, perhaps. What does this remind me of? If trees were made of porcelain, this is what their cross sections will look like. Run your finger over the lines. The smooth glassy surface fractures into ever more intricate interconnections, peaking on the right sabaton, where you notice, nice, 5 experience more, the whorls are in the shape of a letter and number combination, E50, 100, 1000. Point to it. Looks like there's a serial number on the right sabaton. Good. Can you read it to me? It tips the drawing ball point of his pen of his pen on his tongue. Okay. Oh, let's lie. Why would we? Drama, you crazy? No, I'm gonna say the actual number. Fuck lying. A new task. Run the number on the victim's armor. Okay. We have a make and a number. That's something. We can use the radio in Machinima when we're done. Either station can chase it for us. Okay. Pull the boot off. The stench fills your nostrils as you push downward. An ominous creaking sound comes from above. Stop! The lieutenant's voice is sharp. He looks at you with the boot under your arm. He's gonna pull his head off. Oh, we are pulling too hard and he's gonna snap. I see. Brutal. Lieutenant, you seem distressed. Why? Oh, it is a bad idea, isn't it? Uh, hmm. You seem distressed. Why? You're about to pull his head off. Do it. Um, uh, I'm gonna pull his head off, right? Yeah, let's be smart. Yes, that's what I said. You'll compromise the coroner's case if you do, so please don't. Indeed, from this angle it does look like the neck isn't gonna take much more. Being dead for a week has all but liquefied his muscles. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on that boot? This boots will go super well with my bell-bottom pants. Advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into the weakness. Are we not detectives? There may be clues inside the boot. Said they're expensive. I thought I could pawn them very soon. Look, Ray. Sorry I didn't want to take them off. I just thought I should try. Maybe clues inside the boot. I mean, really? How many clues do you need? You already found the number. Besides, it taps on the boot. There's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They're fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet? You're sure there is a way to peel them off, but first the body needs to be down, and second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around. Oh, okay, so we can do it during the nights if you manage to pull the body down and he's not around. Uh, refuse for honor. Sounds like a plan. Sure. Getting the handman's boots. Anticipation makes you crank your fingers. Feel nice. Nice and cracky. What's going to happen to the boots then? Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing, but we must pick our fights. He looks towards the boot. Should we continue? Back off and look at the corpse. Oh, there is a lot more to see here. Holy shit, that was just the boots. And we are already 23 minutes in. So, you know what? I'm gonna leave the episode right here, and I'm gonna continue this look to the body in the next episode. So, as usual, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.